unfortunately, the second goal, the own goal, really killed us.
Okay, welcome to our post-match press conference. For the first session, we have the head coach of Malaysia, Mr. Cheng Hoe. So before we open question for the media, I would like to invite Coach Tan to say something your thought on tonight match.
Yes, we knew playing against Vietnam in semi-final really gives us the difficult task, and we know they have sent the best team. I think for the coach, I feel proud with my players. They're given their best. They show their confidence. They show their commitment in the game. Definitely, as a coach, I feel disappointed, but I'm proud of all the players.
Okay, we start first question.
Commiserations, coach, on the defeat today. I mean, the boys played well in patches, but then 2 goals were considered. Your thoughts on how we carried out our game plan today? Was it the one that you wanted, and how were the boys after the defeat?
Of course, we went into the game that we know the transition of the Vietnam is really dangerous and can cause us the goal. I think for the first half we created 2 chances, only that we didn't score. Of course, we need to be very clinical because the last minute we lapse of concentration. This is the small details sometimes in football really cost us the goal the first half. Then we went into the second half, we really have a good control of the game also. Then unfortunately, the second goal, the own goal, really killed us. Of course, I knew that the situation is good for these young players, good exposure for them and good experience for them playing semi-final.
Coach, one more question for me. Did you speak to Daryl, because he missed an open chance, and for any young player, it can have an impact, but he still continued playing, tried his best and all that. What do you have to say about his performance today, and what advice would you give him to ensure that he bounces back?
Of course, it's really a good experience for him to playing this semi-final match with a difficult atmosphere, playing around a better team. So as a coach, I always encourage him. Mistake is part of the game, but you continue playing what you have, your ability. And of course, first half he missed the great opportunity to score goal. But I as a coach, I encourage the halftime that if you get one more chance, I think you score goal. So as a coach, I always encourage them, give them the confidence, give them the support, whatever situation is all. They need to absorb the pressure from opponent. Playing this level, really, you can't make any mistake that the opponent will punish you.
Coach, maybe you can say a little bit about the kids also, right? The young kids. How do you see them play, showing their character? Of course, this might be their biggest match yet, and of course, going to Hanoi, might also they will play there.
Yeah, it's really we could say the first half after Rodney, we have to sub him that he got injuries. Really, our back line really very raw experience in this kind of level, international level. Aisha came in, and at the same time we have all these under 23 boys playing is a defending line. Really, I have to salute them. I have to congratulate them. I have to support them. I think overall these 4 defenders really playing well. At the same time, we create few chances that sometimes in football, 1 or 2 chances you need to score. Otherwise, opponent have the only chance in the first half that they punish us.
One more, coach. Maybe how the debutants, you give Ibrahim Manusi and other 2, the debut. How do you see them play in this big match?
Yes, it's for me. It's a good experience for them to feel the pressure in the semi-final. You know, many young players sometimes didn't have the chance to play in semi-final. For me, it's a good a test for them, a good exposure for them. Hopefully in future they can work double hard to fight for their place in national team.
Coach, how bad is Rodney? Is it serious? His injury?
I didn't get back from the medical staff, but I'm sure maybe he couldn't start on the game against Vietnam in Hanoi.
What was your message to your players after the match concluded? And then looking into the second leg in Hanoi, what will you hope to see the response from this young team?
Yeah, as a coach, that we still have another 90 minutes to go. We didn't lose the war yet. We lose the battle. Of course, we need to go there another recovery period, 3 days in between that. We need to analyze our weakness, and we need to recover well. We know not easy to play in Hanoi, especially with their home crowd support, full capacity of the fans. This kind of pressure, this kind of atmosphere, I want the players and enjoy, go there and give their best. Probably you might score 1 goal, then you get the confidence. Of course, we know Vietnam have been very strong in their home game. I'm confident that we need to go there and challenge the situation.
What you saw tonight, created chances, just didn't take them, and kind of like looked fairly balanced at most times. I mean, what are the areas that you think you can try and tweak a little bit in the 1-2 days of prep before you get there?
Of course, as I mentioned, the little details seem very important, especially the final pass, the transition period, decision making in open half. Not easy for this young boy, especially playing against a stronger opponent. But for me, I'm optimistic that this kind of type of game really give them the confidence, give them the experience. It might carry on for them to playing better game in future.
Coach, one last question from me. Did you speak to the senior players, in this case like Safiq Ahmad and also Muhammad Sumairi, in terms of how they can help this young team forward, especially in attack? Did you speak to them, and what have they said in terms of how to galvanize for the upcoming game in Hanoi?
Yes, this I could say experienced players really help the team. They did their best to encourage, support to the young players. No matter how, whether they make mistake, they still encourage them. Be prepared themselves, be better. So all these, the experienced players really help the team, and especially these young players, they really follow and respect the senior players. Whatever they give the advice, they will listen, and then we do it in the game also.